It could be either either of those, really. But I'm expecting fireworks. I'm expecting a really sharp game, and I think it could be the first potential Armageddon where white wins. I just wanted to quickly add that we are going into six Armageddons. Ju and June has just drawn her game against Vaishali, so every single game of the day is going into an Armageddon, and they will be playing Armageddon almost at the same time. We're gonna have to be like trying.
I don't think we're taking any more breaks until we have all the Armageddons in the books. And okay, Ali, you both picked Alireza, as we showed early on to start the day, has a +2 advantage in their career in Classical. I don't know if these guys have a history in Armageddon against each other, but okay, Firouzja, we have a different opening, different game. The first one, if you joined late, was an open kind of Catalan, but this is very different than what we had in the Classical affair, David.
Very different. It's a Queen's Pawn opening, not the Queen's Gambit, because White hasn't put a pawn on c4. He stopped one square short. And the White Queen to c2, a really rare move, was aimed against Black's Bishop, landing on f5. But this is interesting from Firouzja. He's pretty much insisting. He's moved the same piece twice now in the opening, breaking some rules that were taught, but clear idea in mind. Bishop f5 will indirectly hit the White Queen and gain more time. Anna, here, Prag's going for the surprise, but he's been surprised himself in return.
Yeah, Firouzja took a few seconds to consider what to play after Queen to c2, but now the surprise, as you mentioned, David, is hitting back almost, and he still goes for g3, so he still goes for a similar setup as you would in the Catalan, being the difference, the c-pawn, not on c4, but on c3.
But again, Firouzja taking a note out of Magnus and Hikaru's book, playing an obscure approach that throws his opponent off. We already see that time advantage sort of dwindling for White. And how often do you see a knight on e4 and a pawn on h6, around move 5? Like, not that often, right? This is a unique setup. And it just shows you where chess has come, right? These players are working so hard with their supercomputers at home. They know how many positions are playable that break principles, like moving a piece twice, putting a knight in the center. So it's fascinating. I love to see the strategies. Players certainly come into these events with some weapons, David, that they plan to use should they get in this spot.
Yeah, the top players, they have classical repertoires, rapid repertoires, blitz, bullet repertoires even these days, and so many tricks, so many kind of weapons up their sleeve, and it's just about when to deploy which ones. And h6, really sneaky idea. Bishop f5 is the idea, but he wants a safe hiding square for his bishop on h7.
And now c4. This is not a good sign when you need to push the pawn to c4 in 2 moves, right? You went to c3, and now you go to c4.